Hey everyone, it's Adele and April from Just Say Scrap, and we are here with Technique Tuesday. So today we're going to talk to you a little bit more about the liquid pearls. They are very much so in the Stickles family, which of course I love, but they are very, very different, and they do actually look like pearls when you use them. So we're going to show you a few tips and tricks about them and ways that we use them, and we hope that you guys get inspired to get some of your own and start using them on your projects. So here we go. So we are here today to show you our new liquid pearls. They are not new to the world of scrapbooking, but they are new to us. So this is what they look like. And I'm just going to actually show you all of the colors here. And then we're going to go into some showing you how to use them and showing you how to get different styles and techniques with them. They are different than Stickles. They do not have any glitter. And they are very shiny. So they do end up drying looking like pearls. So I just wanted to do a quick video of making dots, and then we're going to talk about them. So that is our list. If you saw, I did pull out my safety pin because one of them did get stuck. So the way to fix that is like Stickles, where you just kind of put a safety pin through it. But you can see how I'm able to get a bunch of different sizes as well. And I hope you can kind of see that they are looking pearl-like. So that is why they are called liquid pearls. Maybe this is a better way to see them. But you can do so many different things with them. I just did a line to kind of show the line, and then I did the dots to show how they really do look like pearls. Like, look at the white, especially. They're just so pretty. So this is a good sample if you want to be able to tell what your colors are or anything like that. Sometimes writing up a sample like this is definitely the way to go. And then you can have this as a reference guide when you are doing anything in your craft room. So I'm going to put that to the side for now. Let that dry. And I'm just going to pull in some scrap paper for now. And I'm just going to show you a few different things that you can do with these. So let's say you want to write a name. You can also easily write somebody's name. I'm going to use the Dazzle because this is my new favorite color because it's pink and it works for me. So I'm going to do something fancy. This is just kind of how I use them. I've used them actually a lot like this. I really like to write with them. And kind of doing something like this on a page, I think just adds to it. Because it's different, you know? And then you're also adding in, I don't know why it's freaking out on me right there. It's okay, I can fix that little blop there. It also now adds my handwriting to a page. So it's making my page also personal to me. So as you can see, I'm just putting a light pressure by squeezing the bottle. Not too much. It's not super thick. I'm actually touching the paper as I'm going. So it's really not thick at all. And I'm not up in the air. I'm using the paper as my guide. And I'm just applying the same pressure as I'm going. So you can see how nice that writes. The only time that I do pick up my hand is if I'm going like that heart area. I have to cross over, and here I got to pick up a little bit. And then I can easily just fill in this spot. So do you see how easy that picks up? And actually, when you do a bigger grouping like the heart here, when this dries, or I'll even just pick it up and show you now, you can actually see different colors in it too, just the way that the liquid pearls are. It has like a really cool, kind of like a marble look to it. So just like Stickles, I get my hands messy. It's just my nature with all these things. But do you see how pretty that is? And you can see that it's really not that thick. It's kind of like Stickles. But it is going to be up on your paper. So the thing with the liquid pearl is it does stay more rised than the Stickles. Also, it is it's smooth to the touch when it does dry, not kind of the glitter in the Stickles sometimes feels a little rough. But like with something like this, you can write really easily like that. You can also, as you kind of saw, on my example, do a bunch of different sized dots. So I'm just going to show you how I make a bigger dot. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to basically put this kind of on an angle, and I'm just going to squeeze. And I like that size, so I'm just going to pick up lightly. And that little tip that I picked up is actually then going to form back into the ball and create a perfect circle. So let's say now I want to kind of build something that's a little bit less big, but kind of following that same technique on how you pick it up. And as you get smaller and smaller, it's going to get a little harder. So with these, I do have to kind of pick up, and do you see how I get, I don't know if you actually saw that, but I get like a little bit of a line when I try to pick it up. So let me see if I can do the next one holding it. Whoops. Just going to fix that one. Hold on. Going to grow again, and I'm going to come back down. Okay. Here we go. So when I do this, do you see how that kind of pulled off? But I had to be careful with it. But if you do it too fast, you might actually like leave a line accidentally. So you do want to be careful when you're doing these because you don't want to mess anything up. So you kind of want to pull directly up, but you can get really, really small. So like, do you see how small I'm getting? Right here. If you concentrate and if you practice, you can get really, really small dots. You can do anything like this. You can do lines. You can do squiggles. I'll show you a few different things. Let me just finish off this thing at the bottom. It's not the neatest thing in the world, but you know, that's cool. Just showing you some different textures and ways to do it. Another thing I love to do with these is I love to do little squiggles. And adding something like this either to the top or a bottom of a journaling page is great. When you actually first look at it, it might look a little messy, but honestly, it's not. And another fun thing is if you do something like that and you want to add some more color to it, you can come in with either another color of this, or you can actually come in with a stickle. Either way, to give it maybe some glitter instead of a pearl look. But I can do this. And sometimes you'll notice that there is a little bit of a line that comes up with it. But if you let it sit, it's just the nature of the liquid pearls is they're going to become a pearl shape. They're going to become a little circle. That one was specifically bad. But if I'm leaving it, do you see how it just kind of sinks back into itself and it becomes a pearl dot? So you can do a lot of different things with the liquid pearls. I'm just going to do this because the dots on the bottom are bothering me a little bit because I was trying to hold up the paper and didn't work as I wanted it to. But ready? You can also get messy. And I let this sit a little too long because you can see the circles on the bottom, which actually kind of looks cool. But if you are not afraid to get messy, you can actually just play with it. And this is actually how I do a few textures on my dolls that I do, especially Elphaba, the Wicked Witch. This is how I make her dress with this exact liquid pearl. Use the Onyx and some Stickles, and I just kind of rub them together. So do you see how that completely does something else? And then you can put this on a napkin or something. But they are just super fun. They are super pretty, especially when you use them on things. So just pulling in techniques from the past or last week. Do you see how we have the rose gold in there? And how it kind of just adds that little bit of a pop to the middle of these flowers. It just gives it something. Oops. So that is basically what liquid pearls are. They are really, really pretty. We've got a wonderful array of colors for them, as you can see here. And they're just something that is new to us, but not new to the scrapbooking world. So I hope that you will go out and try them. They are like Stickles. You do need to let them dry. Don't put your hand down, obviously, in this. This is going to have to sit for, I would say, a good 2 hours. Some of these bigger dots, Okay, so like the tiny little ones probably will only take about 15-20 minutes to dry, honestly. I would say leave them longer, but they'll probably be dry in that time. These bigger dots on the ends, that's going to be where you really want to make sure that you let them dry fully. So if you're going to be doing something that's super thick, I even suggest maybe leaving it overnight, doing something at the end of the day, and then coming back to it. You also might find when you're putting it in your page protector, if you don't let it dry enough and you put it in your page protector, you might find that they squish down a little bit, but it doesn't actually kill the look of the liquid pearls at all. So that is just a little bit less of a lesson on our liquid pearls, and I hope that you guys go out and try some because they are super fun. And that's Technique Tuesday. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed. If you do have any questions, please let us know. Just make sure that you do let your liquid pearls dry, like I said.
Definitely.
You do want to let them sit, I would say 24 hours, just to be safe.
Yeah,
Depending
on how big you're making them.
If you do them small, like I was showing you, then you can let it sit for like a few hours, even 30 minutes, honestly. But if you're doing those big dots, just let it sit for 24 hours just to be safe. We also have our new Make It Mondays for October. I was about to say November. Our Make It
yourself.
I am. Our Make It Mondays for October. We do have a list out, and we did send out an email. And I will actually post the link below so you can see those. They are on our blog. But what we're doing is it's a $30 order. You get to be in one class. A $60 order, you get to pick two, anything like that. So we have 4 classes up there. So you decide what you want. And if you're a VIP, it also works out because then you get to order the things on October 1st, which is on Thursday if you want to wait that long. And you get your 15% credit. Woohoo! So that's that.
And then we have our virtual weekend for November, which is November 20th. Through the 22nd.
Yep, so it's going to be that Friday to Sunday. We're not going to go into the Monday because that next week is Thanksgiving, so we will be ending things on Sunday a little bit earlier. But we hope that you join us, and we have information also on that on our blog. So go check it out, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye.
New liquid pearls. Newish. New to us, I guess. New to close to my heart. So that's that. And we have our next virtual weekend, which will be do you want to say that? Virtual weekend, no.